No.
That would be me. That would be me. Well, I would have washed my hair first. Hello, all my little spooky phantoms of the dance floor. How are you guys doing today? I hope that you are thriving because it is rough out there. The world is on fire. But together we must shield each other from the flames. And hopefully today's movie is the fire extinguisher that we need. So the movie that we are going to be watching this week is 1987's The Princess Bride. You guys voted for this one. This was a movie that is a gap in my cinema history. There's actually a lot of movies, and I could be wrong with this, but there's a lot of movies of this ilk that I had not seen up until recently. And I mean like things like Return to Oz and Labyrinth. And I recently just watched both of those films. Loved Return to Oz. Labyrinth was interesting. I'm not quite sure why nobody gave David Bowie a pair of underwear before yelling action, but you know, a lot of people are into that sort of thing. I don't know a lot about this movie. I do know that it stars one Chris Sarandon. Y'all, if you know, you know that is our Detective Norris. Oh, and I do know that it stars Cary, something with it. I don't know, the one that cuts his foot off in Saw. He's in this movie. Before we get into it though, if you would be so kind to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button. This way you're notified for whenever I upload a new video. And if you're interested in seeing more content from me, you got two options. You could check out my channel memberships where I'm watching exclusive TV shows such as Doctor Who and Torchwood. Or if you just can't get enough, you can go and check out my Patreon where you get access to hundreds upon hundreds of movie reactions and TV show reactions and audio commentary reactions and like pictures of my cats and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. You should go check it out. All right, so I do not want to delay. I am ready. I am here with my alien Romulus margarita and I am ready to go. So without further ado, let's get into The Princess Bride. I'm sick. Come on, 8-bit. I use table salt. I don't think you're supposed to use table salt. Fred Savage. What was that show that he was in? Was it The Wonder Years? I think that was the name of it. I used to watch that show as a kid.
And this is a special book. It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father.
This man is dressed like one of those people that like run up on you on the street and like warn you that the end of times is nigh.
Escapes, true love, miracles.
Oh, he showed up to read to him? That's nice of him.
All right, The Princess Bride.
Oh, so that's the name of the book.
Polish my horse's saddle.
As you wish.
Well, there's I lost my foot in the war, but is that Jenny?
Fill these with water.
Wow, he looks so young here.
She truly loved him back.
Farm boy,
She's in love with him and she calls him Farm Boy.
fetch me that picture.
She couldn't have done that herself.
Hold it.
It's a pretty
hold
shot.
it. Is this a kissing book?
Like a Playboy.
Fear I'll never see you again.
I will always come for you.
That's what I tell my cat whenever I leave. I'm like, I will always come back for you.
Wesley didn't reach his destination. His ship was attacked by the dread pirate Roberts, who never left captives alive.
He died?
For days, she neither slept nor ate.
Is that when she turned to drugs?
My people, a month from now,
I love him. I mean, he's given a little bit of like Lord Farquaad right now, but still.
I shall marry a lady who was once a commoner like yourself. But perhaps you will not find her common now.
He said she was poor, but just like George and Wheezy, she has moved on up. Well, could use a little cinching, but you know, it's fine. It'll pass. The countryside looks really beautiful. Ooh, and this does too. I like this. Imagine this during fall.
We are but poor, lost circus performers.
Clueless. And was that Andre the Giant? Look at, oh my God, look at the size of his hands. Jesus Christ.
You never say anything about killing anyone. I just don't think it's right.
Not the big, like, Andre the Giant style character. Oh, it's literally Andre the Giant being the one that's all like, no, let's do good.
What happens to her is not truly your concern. I will kill her.
And you think that you're gonna kill, like, what? Coming at her ankles or something?
Do you want me to send you back?
So he could literally squash you like an insect.
He's very, very short on charm.
There you go. Get your dig in.
Of all the necks, the one you should be worrying about is your own.
Well, probably. You are the victim of a kidnapping at this moment. Some self-preservation would probably be highly recommended.
I just happened to look behind us and something is there.
Oh no. Oh no. No, we don't deal with things on water. Who? Look, she said. Fuck this shit, I'm out. She did, literally. What is that sound?
Those are the shrieking eels.
What?
And they're about to feed on humans.
Get out of the water! Get out of the water!
She doesn't get eaten by the eels.
Oh my god. What the? Those things are disgusting.
I think he's getting closer. He's no concern of ours.
How would the boat be approaching them quicker than they're sailing? Like, aren't they both being carried by the wind?
I wonder if it's using the same wind we are using.
Right. Thank you. Look at how he is posed in the background. Oh my god. I mean, if anybody's gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be him. When you're like 99% body composition of just muscle. Who is this Zorro?
And he's gaining on us.
Inconceivable.
You need to conceive, because it's happening. Who went up there in the first place to tie the rope? Uh-oh. Is he dead now? Did we just lose Zorro? Nope, not yet.
Inconceivable.
This man and that word.
I'm going to duel him left-handed. The only way I can be satisfied if I use my right. Over too quickly.
Oh, have it your way.
Okay, come on, euphemisms.
This is not as easy as it looks. Sorry.
Well, I like that he's being kind to him right before he plans on murdering him.
But I'm afraid you'll just have to wait.
Oh, the jawline. I recognize the jawline. That's Mr. I Lost My Foot. Farm boy, as she so eloquently referred to him as. I mean, you could have ended it right there. You could have just pushed him. Right back. What is this outfit? Like, I'm a fan of it, but from farm boy to Zorro warrior of love? Like, what?
I do not mean to pry. You don't by any chance happen to have 6 fingers on your right hand?
Do you always begin conversations this way?
My father was slaughtered by a 6-fingered man.
I would imagine that would make it a little bit easier to track him down.
The 6-fingered man slashed him through the heart.
Damn.
I love my father.
Loved. You loved your father, because he's 6 feet under now.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Oh, can we not? Can we not with, like, trying to kill people's fathers? I just watched the finale of The White Lotus, and I'm still not recovered.
You seem a distant fellow.
Yeah, I mean, he seems, like, really nice, despite the fact that he's gonna try and stab you. Maybe we can talk it out, become friends. Ooh.
I thought it fitting, considering the rocky terrain.
It's the fact that, like, the swords are, like, waving in the wind.
Oh, there's something I want to tell you.
Oh, okay. I feel like you could have used that opportunity and, like, stab him with a second weapon. Okay. Oh, all right. The pad, you can see the pad that he landed on. Oh.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Since I can't have you following me either.
I thought he was about to cut his head off. Props to them for lasting that long, because I would have been a pincushion after the first 30 seconds. Oh my god. Andre, can you chillax?
You'll put down your rock and I'll put down my sword and...
I can kill you now.
I believe it.
I don't even exercise.
Do you have to when you're that size? Let's be real. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a real sound that happened when he struck him.
Why are you wearing a mask? Were you burned by acid?
Oh no, it's just they're terribly comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Well, not everyone, because some people can't breathe.
I haven't fought just one person for so long. Been specializing in groups, battling gangs.
Just casual battling gangs. Oh, he's cutting off his air supply, or circulation. Well, one of those. There's a general something being cut off.
Rest well, dream of large women.
Okay.
There was a mighty duel.
He looks great. I love the shoes, the jawline, all of it.
I always think everything could be a trap, which is why I'm still alive.
Honestly, that's not a bad philosophy to have.
It is down to you, and it is down to me.
She looks like so nonchalant. She's like, whatever at this point.
You're trying to kidnap what I've rightfully stolen.
Sir, if you were going to kill her, you would have done it already.
And you're no match for my brain.
Well, let's not go too far.
I challenge you to a battle of wits.
Does she not recognize his voice? She was betrothed to this man and ready to, like, wedding nuptials and all of it. And she can't recognize the sound of his own voice? Like, what?
Iocane powder.
Oh. What is it, like Russian roulette, but with poison? I like the chalices. If I would have known, I would have been drinking out of a chalice. But the limited edition Alamo Drafthouse Alien Romulus Collector's Glass is sufficient.
Iocane comes from Australia, as everyone knows.
As everyone knows. Maybe he put the poison in both of them. So this way, whichever one he picks is gonna get poisoned.
You've beaten my giant, which means you're exceptionally strong. So you could have put the poison in your own goblet, trusting on your strength to save you. So I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you.
Sir, I would have drank the damn poison myself at this point, if he doesn't shut up. Like, you'd be laughing your way to the grave, bitch. See?
Who are you?
I'm no one to be
Ma'am, like, are you related to Ray Charles? How do you not see him right in front of your face?
Whatever you ask for ransom, you'll get it. I promise you.
And what is that worth? The promise of a woman. You're very funny, Heinz.
Damn.
I have loved more deeply than a killer like yourself could ever dream.
Y'all.
Where I come from, there are penalties when a woman lies.
Okay. You're rescuing your princess while threatening to knock the shit out of her. What?
I know who you are.
No, bitch, you don't know who he is.
You can die slowly, cut into 1,000 pieces. You mock my pain.
Life is pain, Highness. Anyone who says differently is selling something.
That's true.
I asked him what was so important for him here. True love, he replied.
True love that you were just threatening to backhand?
You can die too for all I care.
Yeah, thank you. Now we're on the same page here.
Oh, my sweet Wesley. Ow. Oh.
Okay. I can't stop rolling down the hill. For real, y'all.
They've disappeared, unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong.
You were wrong about Charles Lee Ray.
Can you move at all?
After falling 400 feet down a hill, probably not. But I love that she didn't figure out that it was him until he started rolling down the hill. That clued her in, not the face, like this.
They're kissing again. Do we have to hear the kissing part?
Ha! Your pig fiancé is too late.
Not him calling him a pig. It's spooky, which I like, but I don't know. Ugh. There's probably like centipedes and bugs. Ugh.
It's not that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but the trees are actually quite lovely.
Her face. Look, she's a dumbass. No, see the cobwebs? No, we should go back.
Well, now, that was an adventure.
Being set on fire?
One thing I will say, last one certainly does keep you on your toes.
Yeah, so y'all should, like, constantly be staying in motion instead of standing there to talk. Oh no! It's the dreaded quicksand that we all feared growing up. Not diving in head first. What is that? What the hell is that? Demonic possum or something. Oh, that would suck. Being covered in sand, you had sand everywhere and all your cracks and crevices and crannies. Although it would be nice for exfoliation. Ugh. They kind of remind me from Zombievers, the Zombievers.
The lightning sand, but you were clever enough to discover what that looks like, so in the future we can avoid that too.
The backhanded comments, though.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Wait! I didn't know if that was the giant rat, if that was Andre. Honestly, you kind of deserve it a little bit. With some of the comments you're making. Is that like an animatronic or is that a man in a costume? Yeah, that's a man in a costume. What is that? What does that sound? Oh, wow. Damn, he really f***ed him up. Oh. That's a lot. We didn't need to see that. Not me feeling bad for whatever the possum rat was. He was just hungry. This is so pretty.
No, is that so terrible?
What's gonna be terrible is the infection you're gonna get in your shoulder. You need to clean that, sir. The prince is here.
Promise to return him to his ship.
I swear it will be done.
Bye, Cary. Stay with Chris.
We must get you to your ship.
6 fingers. So like when he steals, is it referred to as a 6-finger discount? What? This poor man has never once seen the light of day. Oh, God, get this man some chapstick, some Abreva, it looks like.
Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
And why bother curing me?
I was just about to ask
Prince
that.
and the Count always insist on everyone being healthy before they're broken.
Ooh, diabolical. At least we're finally cinched. We still got a ways to go, but progress is progress.
My father's final words.
Oh my god, look at the size of his crown.
I present to you your queen, Queen Buttercup.
All right, let's the fit. That would be me. That would be me. Well, I would have washed my hair first, but...
Bow to the queen of slime.
Can you bow to a tube of crests, please? It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. That means that might not be the dress.
I love Wesley. I know now I always will.
I could never cause you grief. Consider our wedding off. Return this Wesley to his ship.
He seems pretty nice so far. He's kind of giving like a James Marsden in The Notebook, where he's not the one that she ends up picking, but like he was pretty nice. Oh yeah, he has him hidden in the basement.
But when I hired Vizzini to have her murdered on our engagement day, I thought that was clever. But it's going to be so much more moving when I strangle her on our wedding night. Once Gilda is blamed, the nation will be truly outraged. They'll demand...
What? Damn! Detective Norris, I was just defending you!
Are you coming down into the pit?
Where does that go? Christmas Land?
I've got my country's 500th anniversary to plan, my wedding to arrange, my wife to murder, and Gilda to frame for it.
It's not funny. That's not funny.
You haven't got your health. You haven't got anything.
Okay. His hair is laid, bitch.
Beautiful, isn't it? Took me half a lifetime to invent it.
What is this contraption here?
Present, I'm writing the definitive work on the subject.
What? With the nipples?
So I want you to be totally honest with me on how the machine makes you feel.
I mean, what if he's in a nipple play? You don't know. What is happening? I don't understand what this contraption is even doing to him.
I've just sucked 1 year of your life away.
Through his nipples?
I really don't know what that would do to you.
Where else can you put the suction cup? No, that's nasty. I'm sorry.
He will come for me.
Of course.
Well, I mean, with his nipples getting played with right now, he might come, but maybe not for you.
There's a Spaniard giving us some trouble.
Well, you give him some trouble.
I don't know why I found that funny.
This is where I am, and this is where I'll stay.
Is he drunk?
Sorry, Mini.
Hello, big friend. Well. Yeah, oh my god.
Fezzik took great care in reviving Inigo.
You need to just put him in a bed. That's not going to get rid of the liquor in his system. He needs time. He needs to metabolize the alcohol in the blood.
I need the man in black.
What?
Zorro.
At last my father's soul will be at peace. There will be blood tonight.
Okay, a man with a plan. The outfits that this man is wearing, always in all of his movies, the fits. Fright Night, the sweaters in Fright Night, yeah, the turtlenecks, oh my god.
My dulcet darling. Tonight, we marry.
Can you at least bury her in something that looks beautiful, please? Oh my god.
You were nothing but a coward with a heart full of fear.
Damn.
I would not say such things if I were you.
The men in this woman's life. She should end up with Andre the Giant. He seemed really sweet.
Wesley and I are joined by the bonds of love.
Y'all seem to be joined by the bonds of a backhand, bitch.
Not to 50!
Oh.
Fezzik, listen. Do you hear?
It's a man getting his nipples sucked.
Does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Everybody, boo!
He's my favorite character.
Juggy's memory.
Oh. A little bit too much there, buddy. He's such an idiot. Look at the sword bending. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Let me tell you something. As a person whose favorite animated movie is A Nightmare Before Christmas, if I was ever in the woods and a door opened in the tree, I would beat through the door so fast.
Who kills Prince Humperdinck? At the end, somebody's got to do it.
I cannot look at him without like thinking of the mole thing.
Have you any money?
I have a little.
I just hope it's enough to buy a miracle.
Why are you taking my money? You got your own money.
What?
Are you the Miracle Max who worked for the king all those years?
The king's stinking son fired me, and thank you so much for bringing up such a painful subject.
Why does that man sound so familiar? Who is that man? That's gonna bother me.
A few moments later.
Billy Crystal. Sorry, I was like, the voice.
I never worked for so little, except once.
He looks like Pearl.
Well, it just so happens that your friend here is only mostly dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and all dead.
So he's gonna pump some air into his mouth?
Well, with all dead, there's usually only one thing that you can do.
What's that?
Go through his clothes and look for loose change.
It's giving Brenda energy.
And he cheated.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Get back!
Ugh, speaking of Pearl.
I'm not even sure I want to be dead anymore.
You never had it so good.
True love. He said true love, Mac. Ever since Prince Humperdinck fired him, his confidence...
Is that Carol Kane?
Humperdinck?
Ah!
Humperdinck!
Sorry. Big fan. What's that?
That's a miracle pill.
Someone's supposed to swallow that big ass thing? Well, Andre the Giant might be able to easily do that.
It's more than 30.
What's the difference? We've got him.
Is he still supposed to be dead?
We'll have to force feed him.
Has it been 15 minutes?
Yo, you need to move on, move forward. Do it without him.
Why won't my arms move?
You've been mostly dead all day.
Buttercup is marrying Humperdinck in a little less than half an hour. So all we have to do is get in, break up the wedding, steal the princess, make our escape.
You just wiggle your finger. That's wonderful.
It's so funny to me.
You just shook your head. That doesn't make you happy?
Against 60 men, and you think that your head jiggling is supposed to make...
What I wouldn't give for a Holocaust cloak.
A what?
Don't pester. He's had a hard day.
I love him.
I do not marry tonight. My Wesley will save me.
From your outfit, hopefully. But his though. Ugh. The costume designer really said, "F you, Jenny," but him, not so much. And then they turn around and it's Moira Rose. He looks like a vampire.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
So stupid. What is that?
Light him.
Light him.
Is
he not inside of that?
So treasure your wife.
Skip to the end.
Please. You don't lift one of those things up without immediately following it up with, "Want to see my impression of Gandhi? Whoopee!"
He didn't come.
That's what she said. This set is really cool. That would be really cool. I just really want to go into a castle.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
That's right. Get his ass. The sound effect going along with it. Damn. It reminds me of the dad from Luca.
I'm killing myself once we reach the honeymoon suite.
Girl.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Sir!
I tried.
Well, take some advice from Aaliyah and pick yourself up and try again. She's gonna do the deed with a big-ass dagger.
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in this world. It would be a pity to damage yours.
This man, though. Are we getting our second wind? This one is... He's, like, very even in the way that he talks. It's a little creepy. What the hell? What? He's just stabbing him. He just stabbed him twice and he didn't even flinch.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Why does he keep repeating that? Is it from the blood loss?
Oh!
It's the gentle little pokes. All right, you got him.
Father back, you son of a bitch.
Get his ass.
I got married. I didn't want to. It all happened so fast.
That's what Brittany said when she went to Vegas.
He didn't say it. He didn't do it.
A technicality that will shortly be remedied.
A technicality that will shortly be remedied.
To the death.
No! To the pain.
I don't think I'm quite familiar with that phrase.
I'll explain. And I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
Now, sir, Helen Keller has entered the room. Warthog face? Okay.
Bitch, is you blind?
The next thing you lose will be your left eye, followed by your right.
Can we talk about when you lose your foot?
So that every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish.
What?
Every babe that weeps at your approach, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your perfect ears.
I'm gonna need you to calm down on that, okay?
Drop your sword.
Pick it back up. He said, gotta protect the cloak.
4 white horses, and I thought there are 4 of us.
I don't think that he should be on a horse, though, because if he does, R.I.P. that horse's spine.
I have been in the revenge business so long, I don't know what to do with the rest of my life.
Well, first of all, you need to work on plugging up the holes that you're bleeding out from.
And as they reach for each other...
What? What?
Now it's kissing again. You don't want to hear that.
I don't mind so much.
He likes it now.
Since the invention of the kiss, there have been 5 kisses that were rated the most passionate, the most pure. This one left them all behind.
Really?
Maybe you could come over and read it again to me tomorrow.
Aw, that's so nice. 10 out of 10? I loved that. I loved that, and I am so damn mad that I did not watch that growing up because I would have loved that too. And I'll be real honest, I was a little hesitant. There was like a little part in the back of my head that I was like, oh god, because listen, Labyrinth was fine. It was fine. I did like Return to Oz a lot though. I really liked that pumpkin guy. But this was my favorite of the things that I've watched, you know, that came in, you know, like the fantasy, not Lord of the Rings, but like, you know, that style thing, like the practical effects and the creatures and the goofy things. Now, one thing that this reminds me of, because somebody, when I mentioned that I was watching this to somebody the other day, they had asked whether or not I have seen Young Frankenstein, I believe it's called. I think, like, that's a comedy movie, I think, right? With the original Willy Wonka guy. I have not seen that, because that was mentioned in relation to this movie. I wonder if it's like a similar type of humor. But yes, I love this. Andre the Giant's character, my favorite, my absolute favorite. Hilarious. Jenna's character, she was fine. She was there. The costume designer, she must have pissed him off at some point. But I don't know. The humor, it was my kind of humor where there was definitely like goofy over the topness to it, but there was a lot of like, I don't know, like dry sardonic humor, and I like that. This was such a good time. I had so much fun with this. Let me know what you guys thought about The Princess Bride down in the comments, and I will see you for the next thing.